of them own entire yard and wait for the government supposed to send a tractor to come. When the aid is available and you can ask for assistance, then the government will be able to do that. But for the time being, I see people sitting down say the government not do this for them. You know what you need to ask? If the people have to get some water, fine. Start about the water. You need cleaning up. You're gonna need some water. But as for you have some board and some zinc all over the place, and you sitting down in the community waiting for the government is gonna get the community road clean up, not your personal yard space. It's your responsibility to clean up your own yard space. Not the government is supposed to come in and clean up your yard space. That is your entity. You're able to do that.
Where you are saying go behind the people them a disaster right now?
Guys, can I say something?
Pinky, you're missing the point.
Guys, can I come in,
please? You're missing the point.
Yeah, you're not going to be specific. Some people have no yard space to clean up. I know yard and
personal handle. Pinky.
Come back and not chat about. You know me, refugee country, the thing we are facing all this.
Pinky, you're missing the point. Your personal space over your yard, your 3 square of land where you got. The government ain't not gonna come behind you to say clean. You can start that on your own until when aid come to you. Instead of your
why not chop away people then we do? Why not chop away people then we get the survive the food and the clean fucking water?
They're not getting food, Pinky.
Why you come on the lady platform with your bad word, Pinky? Why you come on the lady platform with your bad word?
At the time being, they can't stand for cleaning up because if the aid they come to them within 1 or 2 weeks, are they gonna still sit down and say that there's no aid coming to them? Pinky, they have to start doing something for themselves. Not the government to go over the personal yard and say, oh, I'm going to start to clean up Mr. John yard. Mr. John, if he's able, can start clean up his yard till the government reach to him. If it's the water and the food you're talking about, Pinky, then fine, I agree with you. But not the government to send come. If you want the assistant, then fine. But Pinky, you're being unreasonable here. You're not seeing logics. You're talking about politics. You're not talking about people starting to help themselves and wait until the government come and assist them. So you want to tell me that my house blow down, I'm supposed to wait for the government to come and take up the zinc them for me? Pinky, you're not being logical right about now. You're talking politics.
Can I say something, guys? Good morning.
Go ahead, Carrie.
You know what's really sad about all this? The world, every country you name right now is pouring their heart out to us Jamaicans and assisting us with aid and in every way that they can help us. And we have a lot of ungrateful people in this country right now who don't deserve that help. Guys, you know what's the biggest problem with this worst disaster that hit Jamaica in history? The PNP are playing politics with it. They are out right now in full campaign mood because they want this recovery effort to fail. There's a lot of Al photos that are circulating on social media. They're saying it is St. Elizabeth and pictures with disasters and saying this is what is happening in Jamaica. It's not so. Guys, be careful. There's a lot of misinformation out there that PMPs are putting out there on social media. They want this recovery effort to fail.
Carrie, no.
Can I tell you why I say that? Can I tell you why? Before this hurricane hit Jamaica, I went on a couple PMP platform and they say it should come and destroy Jamaica because Andrew Holness is leading. These people want to take out Andrew Holness at any cost. Because I'm hearing now that Andrew Holness created hurricane. I'm hearing he created hurricane. I'm hearing he created hurricane. I didn't know he was that powerful. All the foolishness that they run around with on social media.
Hurricane lick down the rich, the poor. So all the hurricane are come and just wipe them. These people are crazy. These people are really, really crazy. Because some things, you know, I'm not into politics, you know. The reason why I got up, I can't sleep, I can't eat. Me don't normally eat, me just can't do nothing. I have a belly pain carrying because I'm for the people. And when I see all the people need help, the ones without the homeless, especially the children, because if I don't like anybody, I don't know about anybody. When this hurricane came Tuesday, my prayers in my room was, God, you see all of the mad people them, just make them sanity come back for a second, just for no say, this is dangerous, and they're not supposed to go outside. I don't know how many people pray for the mad people them. I found myself praying for them. And the first time I cried was when I heard that the 4 madmen in Black River died. The 4 of them. All 4 of them died. Me cry. Come and say, God, me pray for them. Just bring back them sanity for a little while. This hurricane no respect of anybody. Come and mash up everybody. We don't mash up physically, mash up mentally. We are traumatized too. Because we have never seen anything like this before. Someone we born in the 80s, we maybe just when Gilbert come, we were kids. And the ones before that, we were babies. But this is something that most of we here right now on this platform, we have gone through it. So we have experienced. And you know what? It came in the day. So we had eyes to see. Most of us see it with eyes. We see the winds. We see all the trees behaving. We see the rooftops. We see the water rising. So guys, right now, I'm not about politics or nobody. So when people praying for this to happen to Angela, they're stupid. They are stupid and we have to pray for them because they don't have much sense. We just need help for the people. But Kizzy Dan came on here. I must commend Kizzy because she came with some facts. And she said some of the roads that were blocked, they are unblocked now. They are passable now. She also said that relocations happen in some areas and help's given. Help, people getting help. You get what I'm saying? That's what we are about. We just want to know at this point that the roads are being cleared. There is hope for people to get back their houses. There's help for the people. Nobody no hungry and not dead because look here, my thing is that I don't want the next thing we know is that disease there. Because it's going to affect the whole of Jamaica, all in Kingston, Portmore, everywhere. When you get no damage, you are going to be affected by a disease. An outbreak in Jamaica is not going to be the nicest thing. Because we don't have the resources to control any disease in Jamaica. We don't have the resources.
Fear mongering and misinformation will not help us to recover.
Exactly.
Misinformation and politicking and being partisan will not.
It won't help. It won't help. You have to.
You don't know me.
Sit down and listen.
You don't know me, Pash, yeah? But
no, I don't.
Those who are, it's the first time, and I don't go on people live. Anybody can tell you this. Me not go on people live, but I sit here and I listen to you, and I realize that you are a reasonable person who only looking out for the best.
Exactly.
And I want you to have the information, and that's why I joined. Because guess what? A lot of people, they will be tearing down the government, but I know that. People are saying, me know in a politics.
Honestly, mark your point. They are using this hurricane as a weapon against him, and he doesn't know. So that's the reason why I tell him that urgency is needed. Come out, Prime Minister, make we see you. Let us see you more.
But here what may I say, Pash.
They're going to use it at their advantage. People who is just about politics is going to use this hurricane and the way things are being handled now at their own advantage to say that he doesn't care or whatever. But I told you, from your born Jamaican, you have to have a part in your belly bottom for people. You have to have a love for people. This is how Jamaicans are. It's innate in us to care about people. Whether you like it or not, I'm telling you.
The fact of the matter is,
cares about people.
You have a lot of people who claims to be anti-government, but these are the most political people, and they do not take a part of the political process, so they don't understand it. The only thing they know how to do is criticize it. No, we can talk all we want till we blue. The resources that are being donated, the money, the budget is within the hands of the government, the party that is in power. So at them we have to appeal to, at them we have to talk to. So saying, oh, don't this and don't that, no matter what we say, baby girl, no matter which corner of the world you live, if you vote or you not vote, politics, the policies that the people that are set above us, they set in place and it govern us, and it we have to live under the rule, whether we like it or not. Because if you go out there and break the law, the government, which is the government acting in the farm, the police force acting in the farm, government, I go lock you up, and then you're gonna reach a court, and the judge I go sentence you according to the law. So this ignorance about, oh, me not in no politics and me not in a politics, is just nonsense. Straight up nonsense. The fact of the matter is, the devastation is a lot. It is enormous. When you see, I have cried so many times since the last week. No, I mean on a bally smaddy. Me I want tough girl.
Me know me emotional, but me not really get up and cry like that. I've been crying endlessly for the people. I've been crying. And especially for the little children.
See the disaster. Me know say it is going to be a task and it now going to be done in a week, in a 2. If you said earlier, right? We as Jamaicans, we know every year we get one storm. Whether full hit, half a hit, tropical storm, we are prone to natural disasters based on our geographical location, right? So all we know, I cannot believe, I was shocked when electricity was returned to us less than a week after a hurricane, a category 5 hurricane where Jamaica never see before. Because what happened? Me now prepare to go buy one generator for 290,000 because me no expect to see light no time soon. Last year when Beryl, it took us 3 weeks to get back light. And this time after category 5, we get light back before 1 week. So that is to show you, that is testament to show you that the government is working. Work not have to be loud and vulgar, you know. And government can't do and run up and down and do where celebrities are do. It is not one and the same, right? Celebrity can come and pick and choose who them want, give them here and them charity to. Government not allowed to do that. And what we do as people, as Jamaicans, is to see to it that when allocations are made and the MPs them get the money, so them not play them with the people who we elect, not play politics with the allocations. The allocations and the distribution of goods and services from government must be spread across the board. But if we sit down and listen to some of them people here who corrupt, it only gonna make us the people, everybody are gonna suffer. So when the disease where you want them about, when it break out, we can't see it. The good and the bad are gonna suffer.
Morning, everybody. Morning.
All right, hold on, guys. Jamaican guy, hold on, guys. Sorry. Jamaican guy, welcome. He wants to say something. So let him say, please keep it clean. So go ahead, Jamaican guy. Let me hear what you have to say.
Are we forgetting that we got a category 5 storm? There is no country in the world is prepared for a cat 5 storm. None. Over by Texas, when they got the disaster by Texas, and they got the big disaster there, it took the government over 6 months to even reach some people. When California fire had broken out, right now I got 2 friends who haven't even got a response from the government to help rebuild them house. Now, please understand that no government is obligated to build back nobody's house. Let's get that clear. It is not a fact.
They don't understand that.
There is no government in the world is obligated to build nobody's house. And all people supporters know this. What they're doing is extorting the storm, the hurricane, to get some kind of traction to bring down government. It's clear. And that's okay, because opposition have to do opposition do. It's fine. But there's no government in the world that is obligated to build back houses. No, it is by compassion that the government say, yo, people lose their houses. So what we're going to do is make a way to assist and to help persons rebuild. No government is going to come to your home and clean up your backyard. It is not so. That's your responsibility. The government responsibility is to clear the roadway so traffic can flow. Cut down all the trees that is broken down in any form of the roads or whatever. The government is responsible for the infrastructure of the country and getting the economy up and running and get back people to work. That's the government job, to ensure that whatever damage is done to the economy and the country, the government is responsible for that. Not to build back 1 million houses, nobody. It is a lie and it is a misinformation. It will be stopped.
Tell it louder for the ones who
not
not hearing.
It is one. A generator was donated to the country. Do you expect that over 700,000 people out of light, 4,000 generators can give everybody one? No. So the Prime Minister stated in the Parliament, listen, we're going to lend the business owners who need to get them this up and running, right, to a generator to start. When they get back current, you hand over back so we can hand to somebody else. That's what they said in Parliament. Clear as day. We are going to circulate the generators. So I give you one, and if when you get back light, give it back, I give somebody else, and we circulate it. Bear in mind that we have other hurricanes coming, meaning we have to understand and know how we operate this donation. So when we get this hurricane, we not feel worry. We have more to say, all right, yeah, we're on the world this and go and use it until it was said in Parliament. It was not nothing hidden.
So, Jamaican guy, can I say
Yes,
something?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So the government is not obligated to build back any houses. But we already know that we are a very poor country. And in this situation, this crisis that we're going through, there are many people who are homeless. Are we just going to sit back and watch those people?
No, and the government
yes, it's not
said,
an obligation.
and the Prime Minister stated that he will be getting container houses. And this is the reason why, we must listen to the Parliament. Because if we don't listen, we are going to be misinformed and we are going to spread, mix up. The Prime Minister said he's going to get container houses. Most are going to be going to Westmoreland because even daytime came was saying, all right, as the Prime Minister for some. Most will be going to Westmoreland and some other places. Also, the housing trust people, they will give people loan. Like who can afford to get a loan from them at $3 million, at $3 million,
Jamaica guy,
right? And at
Jamaica
2% increase.
Jamaica guy. Remember, Dayton Campbell had even refused this offer the Prime Minister gave him long before the hurricane came about.
In 2023, yes. In 2023, he had refused in 2020 and he cursed about it. But whatever, come back to now, as my answer Pash. Yes, the government is already put in place things to assist those who lost homes. Them already do it in Parliament Tuesday. So things are put in place. But please understand,
that's what I want to hear.
Please understand, Pash. When donation come to government, right? For instance, you get $1 billion for issue out. You cannot just jump and start it out because why? The Integrity Commission are going to want every single receipt of who you give and who you issue to. If you can't present, you go to prison. So the government at no point can this jump and start dash out down here and Pash, go so. It has to be it go through everything, sign, stamp, and start issued. So therefore, accountability will be given when time comes because you got jail feet. So when people already
and that takes time to put together.
Just thinking things cannot dash. Right now, we have field hospitals. Who does benefit persons who can, when asset damage, you have field hospital now. We have mobile pharmacies. We have water being chucked into places. We have food that they deliver. Guys, the PM come out and them attack night and day. How much more the man can do? You think the PM can go knock everybody do one by one? It is impossible. This is why I'm of a body. You have mayors, you have councillors, you have MPs, you have everybody who need to work together. This is a national disaster. Everybody have to put hands on deck.
Let me ask you, Jamaican guy. Let me ask you a question. So in Westmoreland then, I can't tell you the areas, Bethel, this, blah, blah, those places. Are you saying that there are nobody down there marooned anymore? People get help, they can move in and out
so
of the
most of those
district?
information I don't know. What I can say that the government has highlighted
That's
almost
why
places,
anybody have any information
almost
can
places
join
that they
the line.
have located
I want
and
to
reached.
find out.
What Andrew
in
is saying,
Westmoreland.
what the Prime Minister is saying, that the JDF is working as fast as possible, as best as they can, to relocate a person who is maroon. Now, what they say is that a lot of age of food will be going into these places, and that was said from Tuesday. So currently, the person has been getting age of food from the government, but because the picture and camera, nobody know these things. No, the $10 million everybody run up and down with the $10 million. The Prime Minister stated in Parliament that this money allocated for those persons who are most damaged, 10 million for the most damaged places, and 5 million for the less, and 3 for who not get damage. The money is not for housing. It is not for no major work. It is to ease pressure, immediate relief, to ease pressure, not for no major work. You know what that means? Just to ease us. So if a man say, look here, me not no food, the MP can try to get some food to him. It's to ease pressure. It is not to build. So when people,
but you have to be strategic. How much longer can they stay in the shelters? Think about it.
Yes, but how much longer can they stay in the shelter? But please bear in mind, as Vice Carter stated, and Vice Cartel is the only person who wants to come out and make a whole heap of sense. They must listen, this is a mass destruction. No country in the world is designed for a mass destruction because why? New York itself have a good hospital, right? But during the COVID, could New York hold all its citizens? No, they could not. No country in the world is designed to hold a mass destruction to everybody at once. It is impossible. So while we are saying, how long can I say shelter for? But how fast can the government move to get everybody out of shelters? Remember, there's almost 1 million people affected, 1 million people. And we expect in 10 days, the government should help 1 million people. It's not possible, human possible for the government to reach 1 million people in 10 days. It's impossible. First way the country can do it. Me in America, me say America can't do it.
Just one point, Jamaican guy. No, the people feel like he has neglected Dayton and that girl down there name. I don't really follow them, That girl down St. James. Some people feel like the prime minister, like the prime minister neglected some areas that are ruled or operated or whatever by the orange team. I don't want to get into politics. I don't want to go there. But my question to you, if the people feel that way, as a prime minister of the government body, what would you do then? Even though right now is not the time to prove anything to anybody.
PM went in the parliament.
Jamaica guy, beg your chance, please. You use the term the people. Which people? Where did that come from? Where did that assumption?
It came from Dayton Campbell. I haven't spoken from mine.
No part.
I haven't spoken from mine.
If you go in the communities.
Remember, we are aware, but we want Pash because Pash is the one here who is maybe neutral, who may not have all information. So that's why I ask her, because you see these general assumptions, so we have a problem. Here's where the general assumption come from.
Yes.
No, a lot of persons are saying we should not be political, but that's why it come down now where we have to find politics in it, because the assumption by Dayton Campbell, right? Not that it's an assumption, the allegations by Dayton Campbell and Nikisha Burchell are false. And they as opposition leader, members of parliament, they shouldn't have done that. Dayton Campbell was not in his constituency that he served during the storm, and he could not access the people. So for 4 days he was out. So because he did not want the backlash, he went and said, we are being neglected. No, that is why immediately, even before the storm, because he was informed and trying to inform his people and telling them that, listen, the eye of the storm is coming here. Please evacuate. And he was prepared to deal with whatever devastation would come. And that's why all of his information was readily available. And that is why it seemed as if St. Elizabeth got help first. But Floyd Green was not only advocating for his constituency, he was basically representing the entire parish of St. Elizabeth. Why Dayton Campbell, the General Secretary of the PNP, was not able to represent for the parish of Westmoreland?
I was irresponsible. If that's the case, that's irresponsible.
I want to say something as well, because everybody is talking about St. Elizabeth getting the attention, and the media deliberately was focusing on St. Elizabeth, and they spread that all over. But last year, St. Elizabeth had burial. So I don't know if that's the reason they were still focusing on St. Elizabeth. But I saw Pernell Charles in Westmoreland handing out care packages the next day. So the media twist things and wanted it to seem like the focus was only on St. Elizabeth, right? Because St. Elizabeth have 3 Labourite MP, and Westmoreland must have PNP. But with the focus, the media wasn't putting the focus on St. James or Hanover or Trelawney. But everybody feel like Westmoreland was being neglected.
Or innocent, and a lot of persons to this day don't know how badly damaged St. Anne is. St. Anne,
I'm from St. Anne.
Labourite MP them
I'm only smiling when I'm
why Westmoreland is feeling that way, guys. Jamaica guy, 1 minute. You know why Westmoreland is feeling that way? Kerry, let me just for 2 minutes. You know why Westmoreland is feeling that way?
Now, you had charity people, volunteers, who went into Westmoreland to deliver aid. And they couldn't find the MP to assist them. And when they did find the MP, where was the MP? In a rum bar.
Wow.
And they lead the volunteers to that rum bar and say, I know where you can find him. This is regular spot. In a time like this, when volunteers are coming into Westmoreland with aid, if they're not getting robbed, they can't find the MPs in a rum bar. Dwayne Vaz.
Is there video evidence of this, or is it
go on
something
to
that was
Andre-
said,
hold on,
or
miss.
is it was something that was
Miss,
said that is now being
You
said?
can go on to Andre Stephens, the guy, the poor
Andre,
guy
that
is
big
trauma.
blogger.
Hold on a
I
second.
can
The
say.
poor guy is traumatized. It's on YouTube. You guys can go there and watch it for yourself. Andre Stephens. And the guy is traumatized, and he's a big PMP activist. So if these kind of complaints are coming in, what can you expect? It's got to be teamwork.
May I say something? Good morning, everybody. So
All
sorry.
right,
May I say
Silver
something
wants to
after
say
Carrie
something,
speaks?
Carrie. Mute your mic, guys. Silver wants to say something. Good morning.
Everybody.
Welcome.
I am not home, unfortunately. I am in Florida, and I'm seeing everything that's occurring. Someone just mentioned St. Anne, people not paying attention over there. I haven't seen much coming out from St. Anne in terms of support. I have a sister who lives in St. Anne. Where exactly, I don't know. Still haven't heard from her. We were speaking, we were in correspondence up until the day of the hurricane, a couple hours after. She gone dead. I mean, her phone gone dead. Haven't heard from her up until now. So hopefully, if anybody know anything about anything going on in St. Anne, please let me know, both who are on the panel and who are in the chat.
Okay.
Well, I am from St. Anne, and the only thing I heard so far that in Brownstone, none of the ATMs and so forth and the banks, they are closed. I don't know for this week. But what I'm saying is that, remember, you know, guys, you see, as a people, we have to be, what is the word I'm looking for? We can't be like a daisical, you know. We know that there's going to be a hurricane, and we know that we operate in a bank, ATM. Get Starlink. Get something that we can rally back on in case this hurricane comes and whatever. From Beryl, everybody, it should teach everybody a lesson. So those banks over in, that's the only thing I can talk about Brownstone that I'm sure of. I don't know if for this week they're up and running now, but I know the banks and the ATM, they can't get any money over there. No money.
I know the MPs on the ground. I know the MPs on the ground, Crystal Lee, is on the ground.
I can give Silva a little small update and hope. I can give you hope as well in terms of, you might not be hearing from your family member now. Don't think the worst. Don't think the worst, because the fact of the matter is the representatives are on the ground and the roads are being cleared. Chances are it's possible your relative might have lost her phone or not able to charge due to no electricity, and in some areas there is no internet connectivity or any phone, no telecommunications is down, right? It's bad. That is the main reason why most people might not be hearing from their family, and they are there. They know that their family might be worried, but because of the devastation that they might face, they're just in their little surroundings. Some people lose them roofs, some people lose windows, some people lose doors. They don't want to leave their property to go somewhere else to find service to communicate, because they don't want nobody going to them place, go loot and take out them little things. So they have to be staying at home. You understand? So just have hope and faith, because there has not been a lot of reports of deaths, and we have to be grateful for that. People have cussed a lot about resources and how government have got this, and we as a nation, we should be praying and thanking God that we did not have a huge reports of deaths, because smaller tropical storm than this give it big amount of people will lose them life, and to the amount of persons will lose homes, we have to be grateful. Let us not quarrel about resources. Let us try and band together and help. And one thing may I beg people, please, whether you like Andrew Wellness and him big nose, or you like JLP government, or you like Labour, you have nothing to do now. Listen for the information. Tune into JIS. Listen to the press conferences. Sometimes they take questions from social media. Sometimes you can write the minister, they will respond, right? They will respond to you. If they see the questions, the journalists, sometimes we see it and ask it. just try and get information, credible information, and leave out some of these bloggers and some of these people who no mean country no good. They have an agenda. The agenda is for them to become famous on TikTok.
Down
The
the
agenda
country.
So,
on YouTube, right?
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
the
you see
agenda
some
to
of them
tear down
are,
the prime minister.
yes, some of them come in at the area and I go and like see them a help and I take picture, give the people them liquor food.
To be honest,
And I like,
it's like if you can allow me when you're finished, Miss Philip, you may go ahead.
go ahead,
Who
Nick.
is talking now? Philippines?
Silver.
Go ahead, Silva.
Yes,
Silva, go ahead, Silva.
you're indeed correct, because I saw a video that totally even though right now just thinking, recalling what I had seen in memory, it's heartbreaking. I saw a video yesterday where the police were sent with some food to an area, and the people were coming for the food, but yet they decided to drive away. I understand that people want to draw attention to certain things, but not everything has to be put out there, even though this was something that should have been aired. And I'm thankful. That's abuse and that's disrespectful. People are in their food
Silver.
and
Which one's the
basic as
video?
that, and the police were saying that they should drive them down or come down to the station for the very food that they brought to their community. It don't look good. I know that's from time to time